Hi, I'm Nikki Coffin from Centred Excellence, where we help recruitment business owners, managers and independent recruiters increase their results by 50 to 250% really quickly. Now this week's question comes from Rob, who writes, I've got a consultant who I know can do the job, but she's consistently underperforming. And I have to say I've been avoiding having a chat with her because I'm worried that she's going to leave. And I want her to take responsibility and accountability, but I don't want her to leave. So I've actually been avoiding having the chat. Any suggestions? Okay, Rob, I really know where you're coming from on this. And I would say that there are many managers out there who avoid having these tough conversations because they either don't like conflict or they're worried about what the end result's going to be. At the other end of the spectrum, there are also managers who have no problem with conflict situations. But what I wonder though is, are they really getting the best results out of these conversations? Because often when I coach consultants, they really resent their manager and they're scared of them, which means that they don't perform at their best. So here's some ideas for you on this topic. Now you will have consultants that are underperforming, and the thing with this is that you really need to sort the situation out as soon as possible. Don't let it fester because it's not going to go away. And I find that there are two categories of people when it comes to having tough conversations. Those that need to be kicked into action because they really are not pulling their weight, and also those that are genuinely stuck and really want to make it work. And I always approach each situation with a similar mindset. And that is this: in order to serve this person and my business the best, I need to help them to change, because if I don't help them to change, then I'm not doing my job. And the approach with this is supportive, it's calm, and it really helps them and moves them to take accountability for themselves. The thing with this is they may not like me sometimes because I'm going to get them to do things that will really push them out of their comfort zone. But if I don't help them to change, then they're not going to do their job properly and they will fail. And it's not a win-win for either of us. If somebody is consistently underperforming around the minimum required, then it's not satisfactory. You really must handle the situation because they aren't going to make changes without your intervention. First and foremost, find out if the person accepts that their performance is poor. If they do, then the approach should be to find out what they believe needs to be done to be improved, and this may include coaching, training or even counselling should the problem be personal. If they don't realise or accept that their performance is poor, then you must be able to show them the standards and confront them with what is expected. Regardless of the situation, it should be clear that their performance needs to improve. It's very important that you make sure that you base your conversation on facts and evidence. Make sure that you have a clear record of their results and activities so that that's in black and white, because when you're dealing with fact, it's impossible to argue against it. Now, if you don't have factual information, then you'll need to get it before you have this meeting so that you're not dealing with emotion. You're actually dealing with true facts. This is what they've done, this is what they've not done. Now make sure that these conversations are supported and measured. Stay calm even if they start crying, which they more often than not will do. And you might say, now's the time not to cry. I'm here to help you to get results. However, it's not necessarily going to be easy. I'm going to be tough on you because I'm going to ask you to step outside of your comfort zone, and I'd like you to do things differently. I'm not going to be your best friend, but I promise I will be supportive and help you to get where you want to, but you need to make the changes, not me. Also with underperformers, change needs to be non-negotiable, and the easiest way to tackle performance is in small steps. So break what needs to happen down into a series of small achievable goals. For example, today I need you to market out 2 candidates to 5 clients. These are your 5 clients, this is what I need you to say to them, and by the end of the day I'd like that to be completed. Also make sure that you reward them when they achieve good things. Even small goals will help, and small achievements will help to motivate them and give them extra confidence. Now it's crucial that you monitor their performance in the short term, which may mean daily and sometimes 2 or 3 times daily. And this is one of the areas that most recruitment managers forget to do. Now as their performance improves, you want to keep upping their target, so get them to monitor themselves, and if possible gradually increase the gap in the time that you monitor, so that you'll be micromanaging them to start off with, and as they start to achieve performance you can step back. So to be really clear with your consultant that you're going to be reviewing them until their confidence and their results return, and you'll step away as soon as they start to achieve consistent results, but you're not going to step away until that's the case. This is how you manage underperformers. So I hope this has given you some tips if you are experiencing these underperforming traits in your team. But also remember, sometimes people get stuck, and when they don't know how, then they really get stuck. I hope this has given you some ideas if you're experiencing those underperformers. But also remember, sometimes people get stuck when they don't know how to do something. So when you show them how to do it and then monitor their performance and tweak it as they go, that's going to make a really big difference for you and also for them in terms of getting results. Now you're going to know within 2 weeks if you've got somebody who you should keep and invest in, or whether you have somebody who's better off out of recruitment. And this is all based on their attitude and their behaviour to the task. Watch what they do. And then you can make your decision. Do I keep them or do I cut them? So there you have it. I hope you now have some insightful and valid tips on how to have those tricky conversations. That's our recruitment training tip for today. And if you'd like to know more, I'd love to invite you to our free training webinar, How to Convert Your Underperformers into Consistent High Billers in 14 days or less. And here's our link to go to that. I'll be showing you some really simple and excellent tips of how to get big performance fast. So I look forward to seeing you next time.